The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines a miracle as an extraordinary event manifesting divine intervention in human affairs.
And by that definition, the parents of 5-month-old Millie Dwyer say she is a miracle, given the medical challenges she has already faced in her young life. KTV's Sophie Wyckoff shares her story.
Something I never thought would happen to us.
Millie James Dwyer was born January of 2026 by a C-section after doctors discovered high drops, a rare, life-threatening condition where abnormal fluid builds up in multiple areas of a baby's body, triggered by Turner syndrome.
You never think you're going to have the sick kid, but it just gets thrown at you and you just got to figure it out day by day, and here we are. 5 months later.
Turner syndrome carries a devastating reality, a 98% miscarriage or stillbirth rate. Only 2% survive. Millie is that 2%.
When she was in the womb, she had a cystic hygroma behind her neck, and that kind of migrated to her stomach.
Millie's bowels perforated in the womb, causing her tiny stomach to be 40 centimeters round.
They drained 100 milliliters out of her stomach at first. They could have gone more than that, but that could have sent her body into shock ultimately.
On January 20th, 2 weeks after she was born, Millie's heart almost stopped. Millie and her family spent 115 days in the neonatal intensive care unit of the Omaha Hospital.
So we're very lucky to have her. She's really a miracle baby.
Millie faces challenges few babies face: a horseshoe kidney, an extra valve in her heart, growth hormone treatments, infertility, and a feeding tube. She's surrounded by love from her parents and her two big brothers, Cash and Henry, who have shared in Millie's fight.
She's playing with her toys. She gets so excited. You smile at her, she smiles back. She coos just like a normal baby.
Millie and her family never stopped fighting, but they do have a long road ahead. But through every setback and every small victory, one thing has carried them through: each other. In Sioux City, Sophie Wyckoff, KTIV News 4.
And if you'd like to help Millie and her family, there's a benefit this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Elks Club in Sioux City. Lunch will be served, there's a silent auction and a bake sale. All of the money raised will go to Millie and to her family.